Hi, my name is Elaine, and I live in the United States. I work in a corporate job in the United States, but I live more of a dual life where I've really had a spiritual opening and awakening. And my intentions to come on this retreat were to really see the sacred sites of the Magdalene Essenes, and also to bridge that gap between my 3D life and what I'm coming into as I ascend into the 5D. And I can tell you that all of that happened and more this week. It was a truly magical experience of seeing the sacred sites and experiencing the soul embodiment within. And as I stand here today, I feel much more empowered than I ever have in my lifetime. Some of the fears or concerns that I had in coming into this is my intention was to see the sacred sites. And when Samjana came up with the photography element, I was a little fearful of that. I'm not one to be comfortable having my photo taken, but I can tell you that not only was it a big part of the soul embodiment of really falling in love with myself and my soul, the photos were just beautiful and magical, and I can look at them with love and no criticism at all. So none of the fears that I had before coming into this retreat ever came true. As a matter of fact, I went beyond them. I was also a little fearful of trekking through all the places. Would I be okay doing that? And that didn't come true at all. It was, even though we went into some crazy steep places to visit the caves and everything like that, I felt completely comfortable throughout the entire journey. My first favorite part was I was having a little trouble grounding and getting barefoot and everything, and Samjana led me through that process. It was a very healing process for me, and now all I want to do is be barefoot. And the other favorite part was definitely the experience in the Magdalene in the womb cave. I'm getting chills just bringing that memory up. It was really a betrothal with my soul, and it was so beautiful. I get emotional just thinking about that experience, and that was the most magical for me. The biggest shift or insight that I've had during this week experience has been coming into my power. And that's been a hard one for me, because as a child, my power was definitely suffocated because it was a lot at that time for my parents and my family. And so coming back into that power, blasting through all the fears that it's not too much power, it's just enough, it's what the world needs, it's what everyone around me needs, that has been the biggest shift. And I'm so glad that I had this experience, because I don't think I could have shifted this quickly anywhere else. And coming into my power is going to help me in my day-to-day life, because as I mentioned before, I'm going through these dualities of a corporate job where I'm asked to be very three-dimensional all day long, but then my true self is really in that ascension process. So coming into my full power will help me keep that container intact of keeping my power wherever I am. It doesn't need to be stifled anywhere at any time. I can stand in my power always, and that is going to help me back in my daily life. To see myself in the photos and the videos was very powerful for me, in that I really saw my soul come through, and that was just a beautiful experience. The most important thing you should know about working with Samjana is that she is magical. And from the minute you meet her, you will feel like you're at home. If I were to recommend this retreat to a friend, and I will be recommending it to every friend who will listen, I will say this is the best gift that you can give to yourself. I gave this gift to myself over my birthday, and it was completely magical. The best birthday in all of my years. The advantages of being on a one-to-one retreat are really phenomenal because you have this time where you can stay in a place, if you want to stay in a place longer, to really integrate what's coming up for you. And that was the most magical part for me because I had never really given myself the gift of being on a one-to-one retreat before. And I will definitely do it again. The biggest gift that I'm taking home with me is the embodiment with my soul, that we are one, we are truly one. There's no separation anymore. And that is a huge gift. It's magical. If I could wrap this retreat up in 3 words, for me, it would be magical soul embodiment. I really feel like myself again. If I take myself back to my inner child, my childhood, and I fast forward to today, that inner child is laughing with joy, she's healthy, she's with me, we're all one.